When the city of Toledo tears down dangerous homes, the goal is to make neighborhoods safer. But what happens when a demolition damages the house next door? A Toledo couple says that's exactly what happened to them.
And 11 investigates found their case is not an isolated one. In fact, in the last 13 months, the city has received dozens of damage complaints, all tied to demolitions. And tonight, lead investigator Brian Duggar takes a look at the problem.
It's already getting ready to go. You might want to take that way.
I was real upset, the cleanest way I can put it. I was not happy by any means.
Dogs in the house, what if the whole house came down? You know, what if it wasn't just the front porch? That's pretty scary.
A city demolition, a collapsing house, and a Toledo family suddenly wondering whether their own home is still safe. Alexandria Martin was at work when her phone started going off. Security camera alerts from home. At first, she couldn't check them, but then she did.
When I did have time is when I noticed the whole porch and you could see the whole demolished, like it take my porch in.
Next door, a vacant house the city had slated for demolition was coming down. But instead of falling cleanly inward, Martin and Rafael Rodriguez say it came crashing into their house.
I was at work when she had called me and was just like, "You will never guess what just happened. I'm freaking out." I'm like, what's going on? Like, I was thinking something happened at work, at her job. And about 20 minutes later, she sent me the videos and I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, what?
Rodriguez rushed home.
I left work and I came here, and by the time I got here, wasn't nobody even here. So I was kind of tripped out. No note on the door, not a sorry, we destroyed your porch.
The porch was damaged, the fence was damaged.
There's no way to let the dogs out.
And they fear the foundation may be damaged too. And the timing made it even more emotional. That same day, they were supposed to celebrate their baby. Martin is 19 weeks pregnant. The couple had planned a gender reveal that night. Instead, they spent the day figuring out what happened to their home.
I'm scared to open my front door and to close it because the whole porch is ripped off the house right there. Like it's not safe.
Now, Rodriguez says they knew the neighboring property was headed for demolition, but he says they had no warning about when. He found the demolition notice himself.
And I scanned the little code that was on the thing out there and trying to figure out when they were tearing it down. It never had an exact date, so I had no idea when they were doing it.
11 investigators obtained city data showing this family is not alone. Between April 2025 and early May 2026, the city of Toledo demolished 327 properties. During that same time, the city recorded 62 reported damage complaints. 27 became formal claims. Only 2 resulted in payment. Total payouts, just over $20,500. That means dozens of homeowners raised concerns about demolition damage, and almost all walked away without compensation. Part of the reason may be Ohio law. Under state law, cities generally have broad immunity when performing governmental function. Demolition typically falls into that category. Now, the city told 11 investigates. In general, under Ohio law, cities are immune from civil liability for damage to property that occurs when their employees are performing a governmental function.
That's kind of ridiculous.
But the city also says the city recognizes the impact demolition activity can have on neighboring properties, and in some cases may still choose to address damage. The couple says after posting about the damage on social media, they heard from a city council member, but after that, nothing.
It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks now. I haven't had an email. I haven't had a call. No.
You have not heard from the city at all?
Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
They've had someone inspect the damage, and they're waiting for estimates and trying to avoid filing a homeowner's claim, worried about deductibles, higher premiums, or cancellation.
Why should that fall out on us?
Alexandria says they're not looking for a windfall, just repairs.
At this point, I just want my stuff fixed. We're not greedy. I don't care about the money. I don't want none of that. I just want my porch fixed. I want my fence fixed.
City says some complaints involved pre-existing damage or issues unrelated to demolition. But we've requested the complete records tied to the 27 insurance claims. And our next report will dig into who filed those claims, what happened to them, and how the city decided which claims to pay. And as of right now, they've only paid 2. Reporting in studio, I'm Brian Duggar for 11 Investigates.